In today's video, I'll show you guys how to build an automatic sheep shearing farm so you can get a whole bunch of wool for building beds and going to the nether. So this is my first video I've ever made about how to build anything in Minecraft, so it might be a little rough. I'll do my best to try to explain everything. If you guys want to see more videos like this about building farms in Minecraft or just a whole bunch of other stuff, subscribe, leave a like, comment, just do anything, let me know. And let me know where I can improve, what I need to do better to make these videos more useful to you guys. But yeah, other than that, we'll get into building it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So here are the items you need just to build one of them, and then in the chest over here, I have enough to make 3 more of them, so I'm going to have 4 of them in a row just to make it go faster, just so I can get more wool so I'm not sitting around waiting for it as long. So what you're going to need is a dispenser, an observer, 2 hoppers, 1 minecart with a hopper, a rail, redstone dust, 7 glass. It doesn't have to be glass, but I just think it looks a lot better because then you can see the sheep inside, some shears, 2 chests, and just some additional building blocks. So the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out where your sheep is going to be standing, and it has to be standing on a grass block, otherwise it can't eat and regrow its wool. So make sure it's on a grass block. And then once you found that out, you can dig down and put your observer. And it is important to have your observer facing on the block where your sheep's going to be standing. So just make sure that it's facing the right way. After that, you can put your dispenser on top and make sure that it's also facing the block where the sheep will be standing. Then once you're done with that, you can dig down a little bit. I just dug down 3 blocks, so there's 1 block where the sheep's going to be standing, and underneath that is where you're going to have your contraption to automatically bring the wool down into a chest. And for that, you're going to want to put the chest right in front of the block where your sheep's going to be standing, and attached to the back of that, put a hopper down, so then it will dispense the wool down into the chest. On top of the hopper, put your rail down, and on top of the rail, put your minecart with the hopper, and this will automatically bring the wool down that it shears and put it in the chest, so you don't have to go grab it or anything. You can just open up the chest and there will be wool down there. Once you have this whole contraption built, you can fill it in and head back up. So once you're back up here, the next thing you can do is grab your glass or whatever blocks you want to keep the sheep contained in, and you can start building an enclosure around it. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is put 3 in front of the dispenser here and build it too high so the sheep can't get out. And this is where you're going to put the sheep in there, which I will go over later about how to get the sheep in. And then attached to the side of the dispenser, put a hopper, and on top of that, put your last chest. So once you have your redstone down, that is pretty much all you have to do to build one of these. It's pretty simple to make. It's definitely not super challenging by any means, and it's super nice to have these, so I would definitely recommend doing this. The next thing that you have to do, and it is probably the hardest thing to do, is trying to walk a sheep down and get it to fall down on the bottom there. It can be a pain, but I will show you how to do that. Alright, and I also forgot to add here, before you get your sheep, you can add your shears in, and those will drop down into the dispenser here through the hopper, so you can just build up a whole bunch so you don't have to worry about your shears ever breaking if you load the whole thing up. I would recommend keeping 1 in your inventory because sometimes you have to shear the sheep first before it starts working. I've had it where I haven't had to before, but sometimes you need to, so it's just nice to hold on to 1. So my sheep was pretty far away, so it's going to take me a while to get back, but once I'm back, I'll show you guys how to get it in the farm. So once you get your sheep over to it, you're going to want to hop up top and have it follow you up. And hopefully sometimes these don't work. They'll just keep falling off. You're going to want it to get down in this hole here, and it can be a pain. The one thing I found out is trying to push it in sometimes helps. Sometimes it can be pretty hard too, but it was pretty simple this time, which I'm actually happy about because I have to do this 3 more times and it's a pain. So once the sheep is in there, you can go ahead and shear it, and you can see that the wool's not sitting up there anymore. It dropped down in this chest, which I had a piece of dirt from mining down there. So yeah, every time the sheep grows its wool back, the dispenser will automatically shear it, and the wool will drop down just like you guys saw. Here's what it looks like with 4 of them in a row. And I did have to do some mining just to this little mountain here, just to give me a little bit more space, so it took me a little bit longer than it should have. But overall, it maybe took 15, maybe 20 minutes to build all 4 of these. The hardest part now is just getting more sheep in here, so I'm going to go off, find some sheep, then I'll show you guys how it works with all 4 of them with sheep in it. Alright, there we go. We got the last sheep in. Go ahead and destroy these stairs that I made. And like I said, to get this going, you might need to automatically shear them first. Go ahead and do that. I accidentally picked up the wool. So here's what it looks like with all 4 of them lined up. You can build as many as you want in a row. 4 is just a pretty good number for me. It produces quite a bit of wool. And this is just, like I said, super nice if you want to build a whole bunch of wool for building beds and going to the nether. So that's all you have to do to make yourself a sheep farm. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video.